We heard Aqib Talib jump into live television at one point talking about stealing souls and things of that nature, and others were making reference that could be some sort of heaven can wait Warren Beatty reference, but I doubt that heavily. That was in reference to what the Cowboys had said all week, correct?
Yeah, there was just some chatter about that and just different people that, were kind of looking to see whether we'd be able to perform the way we had in the regular season. And, there were some comments about whether the line would play well and those kind of things. And so we had, we incentivize ourselves. I mean, obviously you go out in those games and you're going to play the best of your abilities no matter what.
Right.
But obviously when you hear those things and like I say, as players, we go out every week and people can comment publicly on whether they think we played well or not. And as people in the media, if you make a comment, you get to be held accountable as well. So, that's kind of how we felt. We felt the Cowboys made some comments and some others did as well. And we just kind of felt like it was a great moment to kind of say, hey, we're here.
So there really is something in the 21st century as bulletin board material?
Well, I think
or
it's
is
not
Twitter board material.
I think if you think about it this way, and to me, it's like be careful publicly how you go about things. It's like nowadays that can dictate a lot of our week. So if somebody in the media that has a big following says something about a guy that kind of puts them down and who they are as a player, then me in my everyday life, going to the grocery store, going to the store, I got to hear it from people and fans like this person said about this about you. So it's not really as much as that it's out there on the media as it's about now you've kind of like this is something that I've got to listen to people constantly chirping my ear about. So I'm irritated. You know what I mean? And so that's really where I think more players take it is that, it's social media. It's for all public to hear. So when you announce it like that, it gives the opportunity that, that's what I'm going to have to hear every day. So if I prove you're wrong, I'm going to let you hear about it.
So you're saying while you're shopping, I'll see if I can do this without naming names here. So while you're shopping, somebody with a cart that says the offensive line of the Rams is a remaining liability in the playoffs, that's something you're going to take to the bank.
Well, you're just going to keep remembering because, if I walk in the grocery store and I'm just trying to grab a bottle of ketchup for the kids, right?
Yeah.
Somebody comes up to me and says, man, don't be a liability like so-and-so said this on Twitter yesterday. Well,
that happened.
Oh, yeah. You hear that stuff all the time. My wife gets so mad. She goes that's why I don't go shopping with her because if somebody makes like, hey, don't hold this week or don't get another, whatever penalty. I mean, I have to literally like restrain her from going after them. I'm like, I'm not going with you in public places because you get so mad.
She'll go at it.
She's fiery now. She's
all right, but she's got your back in the same way you have Goff's. You know what I mean?
I have no problem with it. I think it's great.
That's the way it all. Hey, that's what didn't Giselle go at somebody that one time after a Super Bowl, Chris?
She can't. Tom can't throw it and catch it.
Yeah, but again, just to I guess put a button on this conversation here, this part of our conversation. Tom Brady coming on after the win over the Chargers and saying everybody thinks we suck, and so we'll see. I mean, somebody with as many trophies in the case as he has and rings on his fingers as he has is using something that somebody said on television.
Well, I think as athletes, that's what we're driven by, right? I mean, you can't run as fast as this guy. You can't make as much money as this guy. You can't have the kind of career that this player has or score as many points, whatever it is. I mean, we're always driven by what we can't do. I mean, that's your nature because
I guess
if you really think about it, you're the 1% of the world and you've been overcoming odds your entire life to be able to play this sport where people have said it's not likely that you can do it.
Well, my issue with it is this, and this is my end of it, and nobody's going to cry a river over this, nor should you. I mean, also is that I try and do this job from this microphone where the metric of a show like this is measured in a way about my opinions and whether I'm a right or not. And I will always say what's from my heart and my gut, and I will always do it in a respectful way because I'm not going to be some sort of hot taker. For the hot takers then to then say stuff and just throw it against the wall and have that then parroted by players who are like, see, I told you so that you were wrong. You're kind of giving them what they want.
Yeah.
Confirmation that they're being heard.
Yeah.
Because I'd rather be right than being told that I'm heard. And I think a lot of folks in my business would rather be heard than be right.
I think that's a safe assumption.
So you're not going to help me out in any way, shape, or form. You still call these people out. I mean,
I'm
not asking for your help. But you see what I'm saying.
Yeah,
it's
100%. I agree with you. I 100% agree with you. There's a lot of people that would just rather be heard.
And you've gotten your schedule for the week already, right? Your schedule, because obviously Sean McVay has got it all down to the second. Was there? You can not give away any inside information, but was there anything on the list there allotting time for Marcus Peters to have some gumbo with Sean Payton?
I don't know. You know what? We get a little free time on Saturday, so maybe they'll have a
Just
little
got a little bit of
reunion or something.
This is truly one of my favorite sound bites of the entire week. Would you mind loading that up right now? Go for it. Roll it for Andrew Whitworth here.
Were you where Sean Payton said after that New Orleans game, he said in that last sequence, they got the matchup they wanted with you on him one-on-one.
Tell Sean Payton, keep talking that we going to see him soon. You feel me?
Fair enough.
Yeah, because I like what he was saying on the sidelines, too. So tell him, keep talking that and I hope you see me soon. You feel me? And then we're going to have a good nice little bowl of gumbo together.
Yeah, it's gumbo week. Let's see it. He deleted this, but he's ready to go.
Yeah, that's you know, that's my guy, man. So you know what? He's a little prophetic, right? I mean, he did say that
we'd see each other again,
right?
yeah.
I mean, that is true.
That is true. So at least we checked that box.
Yeah, we got to check that, and I don't know whether they'll actually eat gumbo together, but we'll see.
So it's not actually on the list.
It's not a formal setup happening, but you know how those things go. I mean, you can text one another and just meet up and grab some gumbo.
Where would be the best place in New Orleans for that? Do you know off the top of your head?
Man, you get me a lot of trouble if I named one because they'd all be offended.
Okay,
but,
I don't want to get you in any
You know
trouble
what? I think there's plenty of places in New Orleans to find some gumbo.
Okay.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.